Yeah, NAGAF is the parent body of New Nigeria People's Party, just like you have Nigerian Labour Congress or Labour Party. Of course, they have every reason to pray, and they are used to prayers. You recall when the odds were against us in Kano, especially at the Supreme Court level, we have to ask God to intervene, knowing fully well that Abba actually won that election. But the way things went, it was in the public that something was wrong. So we have to run to God, because NNPP is our party, for his intervention, and he did intervene. This time around, we are here again. We are here again because the internal crisis of the party is avoidable. There are no reasons for it. And so we ask for peace of the party. That's why NAGAF people are praying. Of course, you know I'm the founder of NAGAF. And I'm also the founder of New Nigeria People's Party. And as a father, I wouldn't want all this problem to continue, because it's a level of distraction. You know, from one court to the other, from one police to the other, and all that. It's not going to add any value. Because I know nobody has ever benefited anything from problem. And that's the truth of the matter. And I'm aware that my very good friend, my brother, Senator Kwankwaso, I understand he's not feeling very well. You know, the pressure is so much on him. You know, calls, you know, seeing your name in a very bad manner on air. And of course, this is somebody who contested the president of this country. So it's not the right thing to do. And I'm sure you know that with the IT formation now, anything you say is on air all over the world, and is there for life. So we need to be a bit careful in some of these things that is going on. Yeah, that's why I'm worried now. Because if you're a player, if you are within the system, you understand that New Nigeria People's Party is actually the party that's standing out now ahead of 2027. So I don't think it's most appropriate for this problem now. That's the truth. In terms of ideology, well, the multi-party system in Nigeria provided the opportunity, you know, to make a choice. And so the ideology of our party stands on its own and the Equalitarian Society. But in any case, I have always believed one thing that is clear. It's all about your mind, your conscience, not necessarily what is putting down. It's about you knowing what is right to do the correct thing. And you know, the law has even made it mandatory that at the age of 18 years, you're grown up. And if you do anything to the contrary, you go to jail. So between all of us that are here, anytime you are doing anything that is wrong, you know. So it's not about some of these things we look at, because even when you infringe on it, you go to court, the lawyers will start speaking from two sides of their position, and sometimes the technicalities come in and all that, and justice is parried. So it's about the operators of the policy or the constitution. You know, see, I feel for my friend Kwankwaso, and I'm saying this with all my heart. I couldn't believe what's going on, because there are no reasons for this. For instance, you, at the time of need, you approached us. I was okay, no problem, at no cost. At no cost. But these are things you couldn't get from other places. Some were even asking up to 1.2 billion, and at no cost. Why will you? And like I said the other time I spoke to you people, when I displayed the original certificate, I had always kept quiet, but I don't know. You know, since Kwankwaso have not said anything, but I took exception when I saw him on a live television changing the logo of the party without my consent. The original certificate is with me. Why will you do that? Even as a life member of the board, it's constitutional. I'm untouchable as a founder of the party. And you come out here, you begin to talk rubbish, send out unemployed characters. To do what? And so what's the public opinion now? The public opinion is totally against him and all those unemployed characters. Can I tell you what? Everything in this country belongs to government. If you do anything to your child, government will attack you. Your own child, though, if you kill your child now, will government leave you? But it's your child. So government owed all, but some level of partial autonomy for you to do one or two things. Somebody initiated a program. Yes, the government need to license it, need to accredit it, just like a corporate entity. You need to approach a corporate affairs commission for it to be registered. That is announcing to government that, look, you are here. For regulation. And you allow yourself to be deceived by, I keep calling them unemployed characters. Because if you have something doing, there are certain levels of things you don't get involved. Okay? This is the time we are supposed to be planning on how we can, one, partner with the present government, because, for instance, we are not in the elective situation now. There's no election now. What we need to do is to support the current administration and see how we can implement their program by supporting them. Governance is about thinking of what you can do to improve the lot of the people. And that's why I said that the NNPP is not an opposition party. And I repeat myself, I am the founder of NNPP. NNPP is not an opposition to anybody. The context we use opposition here does not go down with me. Because you sit down as an opposition, there's nothing that government that does that is right. Why will you do that? And for me, NNPP is a responsible partner. There's nothing at stake. God decides who become your king. So what is the problem of Kwankwaso? I don't really know. Even if these boys, unemployed characters around you and say one or two, why can't you say no? Do you understand? How can you? You're just talking about like Buba Galadima. You came to my house in the village around 2 a.m. in the morning, and I respected you. If you feel I'm not important, that I do not have much to do with the party, that is flying on air, why do you come to my house by 2 a.m. in the morning? Why do you fly from Abuja to my house in the village? You know, sometimes you look at people, they do certain things, you really cannot place them. It's very unfortunate. So if I had to go back to what we're saying, this prayer that's proceeding here, you can see the Nagaf people, they're all worried. We're not problem people. What we're thinking is about the goodness of the country. And our name tells you more. New Nigeria People's Party. 23 years ago, this name evolved. And we've been on gradually. Are you aware that is it Kwankwaso is the first person coming to contest the president of this country under NNPP? No. Gatima Boboye Liman from Meduguri, Borno State, had been a presidential candidate. Dr. Idikalu Idikakalu had been a presidential candidate. Professor Obodu from Edo State had been a presidential candidate. So why all this on your own? The point is, come, you know, there are certain things certain people should not be seen to be doing. Now, can Kwankwaso, as a former Minister of Defense, 2-time governor of Kano State, a member of the Federal House of Representatives, a senator of the Federal Republic, how can you get to the level that you don't need to be a lawyer to know that when there is a matter before a court, parties must remain at the original position? Am I right? So you have gone to conduct the illegal or the alleged convention. But boy, you were served that this matter is pending in court. And you still went ahead to hold that convention. Yes, it may not be a content proceeding, so to say, all right, but that is the rule of the court. You don't need to do that. The most worrisome aspect of the whole scenario is the involvement of INEC to have attended that occasion when you are duly served by a court of competent jurisdiction. So, what is it that we are doing? What is democracy all about? Democracy is about rule of law. So, if we do these things, we are likely to cause breach of public peace. But here we are, we're very peaceful people. The good news, just a few days ago, the chairman of INEC came out when he addressed the leaders of political parties, telling them about the issue of changing of logo and all that. For now, they don't really have time for things like that. Invariably, you must be talking to New Nigeria People's Party, because we have inundated them with situations of what is happening. So this call for questioning the leadership of INEC, for crying out loud. You don't. Even if your subordinates have been delegated with responsibility, then you still have the residual power to look at what they are doing and then reverse it when there's need. I think what he did 2-3 days ago when he addressed, yes, that was a good one. What stops INEC to deploy alternative dispute resolution as a regulator? Gentlemen, what's going on? Come, let us listen to what you're saying. And see how you can resolve the matter. These are part of your oversight function. INEC has those powers to do so. But rather you spend more time aligning with somebody who is doing something to the contrary. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court of Nigeria and various courts, they have always tried to, including INEC, that the political parties' internal affairs are within themselves. Yes, we all know. Why? Why? But you see, like I'm saying, I'm aware that this kind of scenario is not the best, and I think it calls for the attention of the Inspector General of Police, because the police, for instance, has a mandate to protect life and property and ensure peace of the society, orderliness. And so when you allow people to be doing things to the contrary, then you are as good as trying to cause public disorder, which is not the right thing to do. And you can see the prayers going on. Nobody wants problem. The matters are in court. Face the court. You understand? And that's it. Right? That's how things should work. So in any case, the way I'm talking now is because I saw Kwankwaso on live television. It's as good as saying that that action amounts to stealing. That action amounts to conversion. You know what's conversion? Conversion is a criminal act. It's when you don't have the consent, you don't have the certificate, you don't have anything, and you are doing it. Why are you doing that? What kind of impetus is this? This is not right, and it's condemnable. I'm being very serious over this. But like I said, Kwangwaso is my friend, is my brother, and we came with clean hand, we came with good mind, and I hope you should return back. You should reciprocate. You don't need to do at our level. I'm 70 years plus now, and I guess he's 70 years. Why will you be found in doing things like this? What example are we showing to the younger ones? That you want to do what? It's God that determines who is the king, not what you are doing. Alright? New Nigeria People's Party and the peace of our country. There's no need for all this. I look forward to meeting Kwankwaso, and ask him, boy, what's going on? Why do you allow these unemployed characters to be doing what they're doing? Are you aware that you are denting your image? You are. Spoken words can be very dangerous, and so there's no need. There's no need. So if I want to say, in line with what you are saying, let us keep the peace of the society. Choose our words and show love to each other, because there's really nothing in this world. And I don't know why people take things out of context and keep on causing problems here and there. I just really don't understand. This party is 23 years, and the Kwankwaso is just less than a year and 6 months on it, and you're mutilating the... Why? But the high point of this is that, look, the multi-party system in Nigeria provided opportunity for Nigerians. So what stops Kwankwaso to go and reactivate his national his alliance for national party. He has a political party that was deregistered. As a matter of fact, the headquarters of NNPP, as it were, was the headquarters of the party that he sponsored, that was deregistered. You know, so why do you now want? Oh, no, it's not right. It's not right. That's why we are praying for God to give him grace, give him the wisdom, give him the understanding, to be able to look around his environment and know who are causing all this kind of problem around him. And that's to the extent of giving him wrong advice. But the person just said, you can give me advice, it's left for me to take or not. So even if they advise him at his level, you should know which one is right and which one is not right. And then set the example for the young ones. We're all family people with grown-up boys and girls and all that. Why should we be seen doing things that are antithetical to the law of the land? This is not right, So that's it.